Hello everyone, my name's Andrew Scheim. I'm here with J.D Sipe, my good friend from many years of playing music. And today we want to introduce you to Jeff's wonderful folk artwork. And we're going to be posting some pictures, and this is a kind of just a background on Jeff and about his long experience in art and music. Welcome, Jeff. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
So you've been a musician. I know we've played in many bands for many years. He's one of the best bass players I've ever worked with, by the way. So his art comes from the soul, from the music soul, from being in the trenches, and a truly incredible affinity with blues and jazz. Jeff has traveled to Mississippi many a time and hung out with the true legends of blues. So Jeff, today we're going to be talking about your art. You're bringing out, you have a special project in mind that you want to bring out to people. So just, you want to briefly present that?
Yeah, I've been doing like smaller pieces and folk art for many years, and some friends of mine have talked to me about doing like a series of musicians from a certain time period or from a certain band, a certain lineup. And I've been thinking I need to do some larger pieces and kind of capture some of the great lineups of jazz music and some of the major moments of jazz history, and do some larger pieces and kind of see how people like those instead of my usual small folk art stuff.
Right, and we're going to post pictures of Jeff's artwork so you can really get a feel for it. Practically every musician in town I know, we have some of his artwork. I have a Louis Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm a sax player. So yeah, an example would be like Kind of Blue, Miles Davis, for instance. So for all you jazz buffs, you're gonna once again, you can take a look at the work, and then you can decide what favorite album you would like to have Jeff do for you.
Yeah.
So and of course, if you're into some other album like reggae or blues, we're happy to do that too.
Yeah.
There's a wide range of folk art that Jeff has done. A lot of them musicians. Alrighty, so just a little background. What got you into doing this artwork?
Well, I've been kind of interested in art and drawing and sketching since I was a young child in school. I remember getting reprimanded by my teachers over and over again about, you need to pay attention to the lesson instead of drawing all day in school. And it didn't stop me, but they tried.
I understand. So when you started really taking it, getting serious with the folk art, when was that? Went back to what, the 90s, 80s?
I want to say 80s. I started doing a lot of things. I did some shows in Arizona. I did some shows at Ted DeGracia's Gallery of the Sun, which is a beautiful spot. If you're ever in Tucson, you need to go see the Ted DeGracia Gallery and the Gallery of the Sun. It's awesome. And kind of that's when I started getting more serious about it.
So what are your influences in
I think my earliest influences was like in the 1960s, when Marvel Comics was just coming into its own. Me and my friends, we were like waiting for the new issues to come out. Fantastic Four and Spider-Man and Daredevil and all that, and that style and those kind of colors and images, that had a big influence on me. Also, I've been influenced a lot by like the Mexican muralists and by a lot of Chicano art, some of the pop art of the 60s, people like Peter Max, and there's just a lot of art I really like.
So how does your years of being a blues musician forever, since forever I known you, how does that affect the art?
I think
I mean, I see the soul in the work.
Yeah.
From just literally the music breathes into the art, as far as I can see.
Yeah. I think being in that environment, playing with great musicians, watching people dance, watching people get moved by the music and enjoy it, and just the ambience. And in the old days, it was the smoky bars, and man, and there was always just a vibe where there was live music, and I was always trying to capture that in my visual art.
Kept you going in the art? Were there certain pivotal moments that motivated you to just keep going? Did you ever feel discouraged that you wanted
Oh
to?
yeah, artists always get discouraged. There's so many great artists out there, and very few like galleries and venues, and to try to get your stuff out there and get people to see it, and it's a challenge, especially in the beginning. I was very lucky. In the mid 90s, I had a friend from Mexico City named Dr. Jorge Schwartz, and he opened a gallery in Old Town. And he took a liking to my art, so he included me in his gallery. And my stuff was hanging in there with work by Frida Kahlo, Diego Rivera, Rufino Tamayo.
Wow.
And all of a sudden I had confidence about my work that I never had before. He lifted me up a lot.
I mean, any artist and musician can relate to. You love the work.
Oh yeah.
It's probably, I don't know what's more challenging, because you have talent, and the music that's so, you end up finding harder and harder to find paying gigs.
It is.
Even an actor, everything. If you're a live theater actor.
Yeah.
So being an artist takes a lot of tenacity.
It does.
So yeah, that's you get these little boosts from the universe.
Yeah, I got to do a CD cover a few years ago for the Del McCoury Band, which is probably the finest band in the whole bluegrass genre. That gave me a good feeling and a lot of confidence too. And then I've done some CD covers for some of my blues heroes like Rockin' Johnny Bergen and Brandon Isaac up in Canada. Done lots of stuff for the local New Mexico people too.
Yeah, any other anybody like who's a real curator of the genre that's gotten your pieces, like Belushi or any of those type of guys?
Oh.
Any famous people?
Well, the guy, now I can't remember his name. The guy that won on American Idol. Ruben Studdard. He bought one of my pieces.
Wow, Ruben did.
Yeah.
Great. How did
Poncho Sanchez, he's got one of my pieces. T-Model Ford, a lot of the blues guys in Mississippi, they got my art.
Oh. How did Ruben find out about you?
He saw my work it was hanging in a studio in Atlanta where he was recording.
Wow.
And
who did he buy?
It was Louis Armstrong.
Wow.
Yeah, he bought that one.
Yeah, Jeff has a huge amount of painted a lot of musicians.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. If you, out of curiosity, put you on the spot, Jeff's a killer blues guy, just amazing blues player. But in the jazz world, I mean, do you have any, if you were to name a few of your favorites?
Favorite bass players or
jazz
just
musicians?
Oh man, I love Thelonious Monk. I love Miles Davis. All of Dizzy Gillespie's Latin jazz stuff. And
Horace Silver, right?
Horace Silver.
Don Cherry.
Oh yeah, my favorite jazz group of all time, Jerry Gonzalez and the Fort Apache Band.
Wow.
And yeah, they were just incredible.
And remember, blues had a baby they called it rock and roll, but jazz was the baby sister.
Oh yeah.
Now jazz is everything came out of the blues.
Yeah.
Okay, so we decided to do this video. We wanted to create a special project. I talked to Jeff about this, and this would commemorate famous jazz groups and albums. So the idea behind this project is that they're going to be much larger paintings, and you'll paint like a group, let's say
Yeah.
Miles Davis, Cannonball, Coltrane.
I want to do Ornette Coleman.
But you got to have two of everything, right? The two. What was it?
Oh, and he had, what was that
the two
band called?
The dual band. Everything was in
Yeah.
twos. I forget.
I can't remember.
Didn't we see him in New Mexico doing that band?
Yeah.
How about
Maladine Takuma on bass. That was an amazing band. I love that group.
really a lot of the old school jazz guys were so schooled in the blues, and they were deep. And they came out of deep roots, and part of those roots were the blues. Every great sax player that I admired was a blues player.
Definitely, yeah.
And so there was a tremendous cultural thriving, like in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I think it started diminishing. Jazz's heyday was like the 50s, 60s, and earlier. I mean, the early jazz. It's incredible. Once in a what, cosmic lifetime occurrence.
Yeah.
So, once again, I mean, if you have a favorite blues band, we can do that too.
Oh, there's so many great blues bands.
Or reggae or rock.
Yeah.
If you love Springsteen, we can do that. But we're going to focus on, this is sort of focusing on jazz.
Great moments in jazz and great lineups in jazz. We want to do some of those.
Exactly. So we're going to post contact information below, and so you can correspond and let us know what you're interested in. And appreciate you coming out, Jeff, and sharing your wonderful artwork.
Well,
Everybody enjoy some of our, we're going to post some pictures, and please enjoy. And yeah, and you know, art and music helps us in these trying times.
It does.
We always need art to keep our spirits uplifted.
Yeah.
And we need to honor those people that delve into the soul of life and bring forth really beautiful poetry.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you for.
Oh, I could come on camera real quick.
Yeah.
All righty. So here I am. We only have so much room on the shot here. So yeah, thank you, and just let us know what you're looking for. Thanks.